Welcome to this episode of the Public Nuisance Podcast, brought to you from Killen Studios right here, right now, believe it or not.
That's like that song. Right here.
Right
now.
That's the first thing popped into my head. Great minds.
We're the same age roughly, I think, that's why. No? What age are you?
32.
Yeah, thereabouts. A couple of years here and there, do you know what I mean?
I'm older.
Oh, I'm older?
I'm only joking. I'm complimenting you.
Yeah.
We have the fantastic Diona Doherty on with us today. How are you?
How are you? Hello, good to be here.
Thanks for coming in.
It's good to see you when you're not making me punch something.
And punch something or someone.
I still have a sore arm from the boxing. From the very first day. It wasn't you, it was the very first day I did a bit of boxing with Sean. Just in the house, he was annoying me, I punched him. and I hurt my arm that very first day and it was sore the whole way through and it's been sore since. Because all these guys are talking about doing it again and I'm like, no,
well,
I'm out.
I was, the last time I was speaking about it, it might have been with Shane. I can't remember if it was with Shane or Andrew I was speaking to about it, but it's going to be very hard to match you. You'll have to fight you'll need to fight a fella. Honestly, like.
Well, they were saying Heather. Heather was brilliant.
Heather was good as well.
Heather was good. I think Heather would take my head off.
But there was some form of boxing in you, like from before, I would say, or maybe it's just the streets of Derry, I don't know. But
streets, raised by the streets.
The streets chose me, I never chose the streets.
Just feral.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? I did body combat in the gym, like for a couple of years when I was younger, but not in a long time. I just think I got the moves.
Yeah, because I remember making a joke on, like, the first time you came in, I was like, oh, fuck. And then we were done with a bit of pads, you were whacking hard, and I was like, fuck, Sean will be coming home to her short chains anyway.
I know.
But then Sean's good too, like, he's very good as well.
It's because we beat each other up on a weekly basis. That's how we get off Friday night. We're like, let's have a drink and battery.
Let's get it on. Two glasses deep.
Yeah, we've got our own ring and all.
Fucking right. Get the wee canvas and all, and get this. Yeah. That's good. That could be a new one. You get a GoPro set up or something and just pay per view.
Looking for that could be the new OnlyFans. Just watch us wrestle each other in the living room.
And tell people will pay for it.
I am looking for a hobby. I do not find. You're probably the same. Do you not find because you're like a parent and you work a lot that like those are that's just it? Like, what else are you doing?
I know, this is supposed to be a hobby.
This is your hobby?
But then you have to think about loads of stuff and then you start contemplating it.
Aye, because it
like,
becomes a business.
This is like, what the and then you're thinking, who do we get on next? And then it doesn't become like a hobby anymore. No. Even though I still enjoy it while I'm doing it.
Aye.
And it's good.
It's all the other stuff you have to do.
But then there's so much thinking involved where you don't actually get to relax until after it's done.
I know, because you're trying to be the host.
Well. Yeah,
I know.
So it's fucking...
That's it. I've been like the other day on Instagram, I asked, it's like, what are people doing? Like, what are people my age doing, except for working and raising kids or scrolling online, doom scrolling? What are you doing? Literally, the worst stuff came back. Like
bad ones, like shit ones, drinking.
Just like people are just like eating.
Tennis. Somebody
was kayaking. I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
Fuck me, kayaking.
Do you know what I mean?
Freezing.
I haven't been to the middle.
This country isn't even fucking made for kayaking. Imagine kayaking in this weather.
I know.
It's fucking freezing.
Well, where would you be going kayaking? Loch Ness?
Loch Ness.
Go green.
I know. I wouldn't trust that.
And then other people were just like reading and all. I thought, who's reading these days?
Who even enjoys reading?
Who knows how to read anymore?
Just get an Audible and listen to it in the car.
I know.
That could be a hobby. You could just tell Sean, I'm going to go and read a book here. And then grab your car keys and you'd be like, wait a minute, is your book in the car?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to listen to it. And it's going to we spend and you kill 2 hours. He's stuck with kids.
See whoever came up with it. Like, let's just read a book and record it and you can just listen to it. Like, what a business idea.
Powerful.
The things people make money out of these days. I just came from getting my nails done. Thanks for noticing, Sean, whatever.
Oh, beautiful.
And the girl was telling me that she knows somebody who wears old socks and sells them online. No, wears brand new socks, but now they're old. And then sells them. Like, these are my worn socks. And, like, men will buy them. But they're dirty bastards.
Some women might buy them, you never know.
I highly... You show me the woman w's buying dirty
women
socks.
Are buying them and wearing them.
Yeah.
Like vintage.
Yeah.
You dirty bastards.
That's the same thing. I could just show the pairs on vintage.
I'm telling you.
Wanting to snuff with somebody's wearing jeans.
Latin on, they're buying jeans to wear for themselves. They're just sniffing like
Sniff City.
Serial sniffers.
That's what you should dress up as for Halloween, as a serial sniffer. But that's the thing, like men are doing that. Men wanna they'll buy and like there are women making a fortune out of stuff like that. Like I would like to make Do you know what is the dream? Everyone wants to make a load of money by doing very little. Like, you want to be like, how can I make money when I sleep? Like, I will go down the sock selling route if somebody guarantees me that's going to be a great stream of income for me.
But you need to have, like, you must have, like, a clientele who's watching your profile, who's into that type of shit. So you near enough had to advertise for it. You can't be anonymous. You can't, like, imagine, like, your kids going to school and someone going, I bought your ma's socks. Or like, here, your ma's selling their socks.
That's the new your dad sells Avon. your mom sells your socks.
The fucking pair of Slazenger socks. You trick people, get Sean to wear them.
Yeah.
Holes in all of them.
All
and
sweaty.
pretend they're yours.
Yeah.
And just send them off.
Still toe hairs on them and all.
There's some fucking 40-year-old man, his man's back room sniffing and they're Sean's.
That's the thing. How could you even market yourself as a like? How do you find those people?
I know,
who are like,
it must come from like requests on OnlyFans or something.
I get
Originally.
somebody message me twice a week looking for underwear.
See.
Twice a week.
There's
That guy
a
messages
start.
me. And Sean was older than me the other day. Would you not just block him? And I'm all, someday I might need him.
I'm considering it.
Someday I might need him. This guy's willing to part me quite a bit.
keep my options open here. You never know what the future holds.
So this comedy business is going to die out sooner or later, and all I'll have left is my knickers.
And they won't be here for long. But I know it's definitely fucking it. The world's going mad with social media. But that's what happens now. People are actually starting to make more money off social media. No,
I know.
Like it's the dream job. People I seen the other day on TikTok, the highest paid TikToker makes $255,000 a post. Roughly.
How?
Single post.
Is it just views?
Must be views. So
because
advertisement.
I don't know how to make money online. Like, I have videos that have millions of views and nobody has so much as sent me a refresher bar or a slash in your socks. No, if you're going to say anything, grenade, send me protein bars.
Protein bars. I just steal them.
You steal them?
I refuse to any apple cream. I'm not now. I'm not. I refuse point blank.
Your photograph up behind the till.
I point blank refuse to pay £3, $3.50 for a fucking grenade bar.
I just bought one there now.
Nah, it's not
No,
happening.
you need to get yourself to Home Bargains, $1.69.
Get myself the apple green, they're free.
No, you're buying them in Home Bargains, and no joke, I think they taste different from in there because I think they've got out of date ones.
Aye, they're dusty. No, like
Yeah, you
the
can
milk,
taste the protein in it, like the powder. It's going back to powder.
Yeah, it's not even fucking liquid anymore. It's just pure powder, pure
That
dust,
is-
just thin.
That
But
is so funny that you're
I
just
think that
taking them.
I used to drive to Dublin every single morning and drink like a coffee and a protein bar. And it cost me like £7 for a coffee and a protein bar. Close to £7 just for them two. Like,
That's a couple
and I
of
was
a
like,
month.
you know what? I'm not paying these protein bar anymore.
I'm going to make
And
my own.
I just used to go in the. But they've
No. Oh, so you do steal the protein?
100%. I go in the. I'm probably touting on myself and fucking my door up at the hall here. With three boxes of fucking grenades under the fucking the cupboard in my house. But you know what happened, right? He just drives to Dublin every morning. Stop the apple green. They don't know what apple green, but so that's a good thing. There's 3 on the way, so 4 on the way. They'll need to guess which one, but.
Well, I know which ones. The ones on the way down. We've got it down
Yeah,
to
but
2.
they'll not know which one. There's 4 on the way down.
Oh, is there?
From the start, from where I leave from.
Right, okay, there is. Yeah.
You just don't know where I leave from.
No. Well, I think we can tell
I could
by
be
your
leaving
accent.
from fucking anywhere, but yeah. I used to drive down, get a protein bar and a coffee. Then the coffee, I discovered that you can get a cheaper coffee for like £1.20, which is better, and Greg's. So I just get a coffee in there, go into the apple green, lift the protein bar and down the road. And every day the person I was with used to go to get yourself a protein bar. He's like, 100%.
Oh my god, that's
And they
amazing.
used to laugh, and then after about, I would say after about 4 months of this, I looked and the protein bars are now right at the till. So they've discovered it. They've
Beside
noticed
your photograph, or
right next to it. I'm just waiting on it coming up on social media, and the one of them one's like, does anyone know this, man? It's just me down on the boot with
But do you
a pack
not-
of full protein bars.
like, I check his protein levels.
Oh,
pretty high.
fuck me.
Do you not worry though, because people would know who you are?
I don't care.
And that you have a profile. The people, if that comes out about you, that it's like even more. Well, I mean, it's out now. But like, there's loads of things I'd love to do. I'd love to start arguments. Do you know more?
That you can make money off it.
Well, no, just like, do you know when you're out and about and you want to be like, fuck you to somebody, but you don't want to because you're like, oh, they'll take to social media or whatever. Because one time, me and Sean on Christmas Eve were in Tesco, right? A couple of years ago, Sean was doing a character called Rodney online, and Sean's brother was in Tesco on Christmas Eve as well, and he was like flagging Sean down. He was all, hello, like messing with him, Rodney, like joking with him. And Sean was all, fuck up you. And we walked on, and we were done and left. And then it was all online being all, Sean Hegarty snubs his fans. Some poor fella wanted to talk to him and all, and he told him to fuck off and walked on. And Sean was like, this is my brother. But people below were like, that's a disgrace. Somebody starts doing well and then becomes an asshole. But anyway, so you worry like that people will then take go online and take it all out of context. So you do sometimes have to be like, oh, I can't be the asshole that I'm born to be.
I'm interrupting this episode to tell you about my sponsors, JFH Social and That Praise Guy. JFH Social have 4 barbershops across 4 locations in NI where you can get your hair cut, check out their socials, get booked in and get a freshen up. And let's not forget That Praise Guy. We all know the work they do, the great community work they do and the great charity work they do. They're making millionaires every other month. Amazing prizes. Check out their socials. Get on the link and get involved with some action and make yourself some cabbage. I want to be an asshole, but I have to hold it back to get home.
I really want to steal lots of stuff.
Walls. Fuck.
Yeah. Do you remember Winona Ryder? The actress Winona Ryder. Did you ever see A Stranger Things?
Oh, yes. Do you
remember she had a big mad bout of kleptomania?
Breakdown. Fucking mad. But that's what this... If you have an outburst, people just automatically think you're going nuts.
Yeah.
But you're just holding all this shit inside.
You've just been like, I've been followed by cameras my whole life, and one day I opened a suitcase and filled it with 25 cashmere jumpers in that shop. It's not my fault. That's what she did. CCTV footage of her just opening a thing, just like loads of tops. Like a supermarket sweep.
Just fucking lifting
and you're like, you're not going to wear all those. And you've got loads of stuff in the house, I'm sure, but that must have been a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, Sean, I think you're having a mental breakdown.
So at least if I go to court, that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm fucking having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, but not well.
I get punched in the head every single day. Like,
yeah, but like, I'm allergic to chocolate. I don't even know why I'm eating them.
They're just stacked up in the house. I'm selling them. I'm selling them.
I used to work at Debenhams, and I'm selling them. This a wee tuck shop. This woman used to come in every single week, and I used to work in the perfume counter, and she'd come in and buy a bottle of men's cool water every single Friday. I think she was doting like, but she used to come in every week and buy it. And then her kids, she's like an old woman, her kids had to come in at one point and went, can you not sell her that? She has a spare bedroom full of men's cool water aftershave.
Fuck me.
I know. And can you stop selling her that?
Cool water, like?
Yeah.
It's older than the Black
She's like,
Mountain.
Matt, cool water brings all the boys to the yard. Like, she's got a room full of it.
All the kids come in smelling it.
Everyone for Christmas, Easter, birthdays all gets a bottle of cool water.
Cool water.
I don't know why she done that, but it was just one of them mad things. And every week she was like spending her pension on another like a 60 quid bottle of whatever every week.
It'd be worse if it was like tins of Brute.
Yeah.
Brute aftershave.
Yeah.
Or be fucking question marks right
cheaper
there.
though.
You check on the floorboards. And that house, you're like, what's going on up here? Like, who the fuck? What's
cover the dead body smell.
Cover the senses. House covered in Brute.
I know.
But fucking... Yeah, definitely need a fucking... I haven't been active for the protein bars now, I'll be honest, because I've done a 5k run with that guy, Get Better with Chris.
Yeah.
And he's sponsored by Grenade, so he gave me 3 boxes of Grenade protein bars.
How do you get sponsored by Grenade?
I know.
I call them out all the time online. All the time I'd be tagging them.
I sent an email to Fulfill before and they just knocked me back, said no, unfortunately we're not...
At least they got back to you.
I know. Have
But
you
also
emailed Grenade yet?
I haven't emailed them, but I tag them sometimes in my Instagram posts and they write back and all. I'd be all, how many Grenade bars do I need to eat to get a sponsorship? And they'd be all, loads. And I'd be like, done.
No, done.
Get in touch.
Clocked it.
DM me, guys.
Yeah.
I know.
Email them and just say, like, seriously, what's going on here? Like,
I think they need to sponsor people like you who are like fitness people. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to sponsor me and I'm just doing dick jokes.
Just do the fucking you were like the wee 10k or the 5k run thing you were doing. The wee video you done about doing a run, the park run.
Oh yes, stuff like that.
Just
like
keep doing
fitness,
stuff like that,
stuff.
and then put your wee protein bar up at the end.
That's it. That's what I'll do.
I mean, start the advertising and be like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna slip all the. I just came from the shop now, right? And I had, like, on my drive down here, I'm obsessed with Pepsi Max as well. I drink that every day. I had a Pepsi Max, I had a white Oreo Grenade bar, I had a packet of Snack Jacks, and I had a coffee from a
You're
Bristol bar.
bulking. You are bulking.
Oh yeah, no. But I was on my way down going, these are my 4 favourite things, and I was driving, listening to the soundtrack of Wicked, and I was like, I think I'm having a fucking great day. So I think this is
I'm off
just
the
having
flyer.
nails done. I'm having a great day.
I'm off the flyer.
Off to a flyer.
Great
I'm going
stuff.
after this. I'm going on holidays on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because this weather isn't fun anymore.
Nah,
it's
I
not a
hate it.
joke.
This is the right time to go on holiday.
Isn't
See,
it?
people say January's over now, and then you'll be more ready for holiday.
Yeah.
Like you need to like suffer through
Yes,
January
to
to
really
go.
appreciate
I
it.
need a fucking holiday. I'm
And
at that
also,
stage now, like
in January, you're sort of sick of eating all the crap.
leftovers,
And having
leftover
drinks.
celebrations.
Aye. Whereas you're not going to go on your holidays and enjoy the all-inclusive
Yeah.
because you're going to go and be like, I've been eating so much stuff this past month.
Yeah.
So at least you've January to like sort of mellow out a bit, and then you're like, right, bring on
Right.
the all-inclusive.
Let's go mad.
I'm going to just all the grenade bars.
You
in
were
Spain.
before anyway, weren't you? I seen you were. Did you stay there?
Where?
In Dubai a couple of.
I was in Dubai in,
months
I think,
ago, 2 months
October
ago,
or
2 months,
something.
2 months ago.
Aye. Tell you what, we can go back.
We can go back.
You've been to Dubai.
Yeah,
You like it?
yeah.
I don't.
I've only been for training.
Okay.
It's different now. When I went, I loved it because it was more just about training and eating and just
The
looking
hot
around,
sun
and just enjoying the environment. But I don't think it would be good for like a night out or to go on because it's just too expensive to drink. And
So
eat
expensive. I'm glad I've been twice now. Both times I went, I was taken on a trip. Like the first time I was filming Britain Iron's Next Top Model, and the second one it was like a PR trip. So both of them were all expensive. So it meant I did have like a luxurious trip. But that is honestly what I didn't like about it. That is
Yeah.
not me. Like it was too much. The last time I was
Just
there.
need a wee bit of filth.
Need a wee bit of
Wee
fucking.
bit of
I need to
dirt.
be out in the streets with like dirty old cats down eating wee bin hookers. I'm a bin hooker.
Wee bin hooky.
I know. I'm in Heston Blumenthal's restaurant. They're giving me caviar, and I'm all. Somebody bring me down.
Fish fingers.
Yeah, fish finger sandwich.
Ravioli.
I'm starving after all the dinners
I
out
know.
there. And I was just like, a lot of it was like, so much money is thrown at everything. Like, I know there's two sides to Dubai, in my opinion. Like, this huge, amazing, glamorous, glitzy social media lifestyle. It's a lot of Western people living
Yeah.
there who are living way above their means. And also, the people that are really paying for that are the people who live in the poor countries that are neighbouring, who are brought in to work
Yeah.
16-hour shifts, fucking a hotel up overnight. You know, and it's
Yeah.
and that's the sad side of it. It's like there's this huge, glitzy, glamorous, like really expensive, and to me as well, it's all wild superficial.
There's
Like,
no middle ground.
There's no middle ground. There's no normal people living
Nah,
there.
it's just there's no middle ground. It's just people who are just living.
Aye,
like,
sheiks
and this-
and
yeah.
the women are like the most beautiful, perfect, glamorous, dripping with
Yeah,
money,
all of-
and they're basically like ornaments beside their
Yeah.
husbands, and to me it's funny, and I'm not like that. Like I don't
Yeah.
sit around looking perfect by the pool, or you know what I mean.
Doesn't feel like real life. It's not real.
doesn't.
Like it's not real life, is it?
I was looking around in the bars and clubs I was in, going, is anyone having a good time, or is everyone just filming themselves?
I know.
And that bothers me.
I went down to the beach one day on the JBR and I just sat on my own. I was by myself. It was like a rest day. I was down, just chilled out on the beach, had the earphones in, just lying there. And I must have just watched these 2 or 3 girls, I think it was, and they just danced in front of a
the
camera. Or like, and I mean for a good hour straight, they'd
know.
done the same type of stuff over and over and
Aye.
over again. And I was like, fuck me.
I mean,
What's
we're
going
sitting
on,
there
like?
going, what a bunch of dicks. And then that girl's going, I just got 250
Aye,
grand for a post.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
You know,
Who's
like,
laughing
fuck
now?
me.
Her?
I should have picked my head on.
know.
Matt, you owe me money.
Yeah, I mean it.
You owe me
That's
money.
the thing, like obviously it is a respectable job and all that stuff, and that's grand, but I think like just if your whole experience is just to post it on
Yeah.
it's almost like a secondary experience then.
You're not even
actually
enjoying it. You're not
experiencing
in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just filming it to put somewhere else for someone else to experience looking at it and experience jealousy.
Exactly.
And I just think, oh, like everywhere I looked was just people not really experiencing being there, but having to film it or photograph themselves or be perfect by the pool, which is
Yeah,
impossible.
it's impossible.
Like, have you ever walked in flip flops?
I know.
Like nobody walks in a pair of flip flops by the pool and looks good. You're always trying not to slip and kill yourself.
Toes
Your
are fucking clawing off with your life.
And you're all like Humpty, you're just like, meh, like, you know that song's all, wah, 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 wah. Like that's what the soundtrack would be behind
the
you.
same behind.
And you're like, who are these people who look class by the pool, who are like all smooth and just like, I don't know.
And the personality's taken away from it.
Yeah.
The whole personality of life's taken away from you when you're in that. Like, there's not much personality in Dubai, put it that way.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just, even the men are walking around, it's like business heads are on, or like,
yeah.
they have to stand perfect beside a nice woman, or a nice woman has to stand, and they're just the same. The women are posing. And
like, we went to like stupidly expensive hotels to stay in too. Ones I'd never be able to afford myself. And I was in them and watching like the staff who are working on say, like the rooftop bar. They're just like sweating. Like it's like 45 degrees. And bitches like, another moe, and they're just like at 3p an hour, and you're like, this is awful. But in saying that there, if someone wants to take me back, I'll go.
You're going back anyway?
Yeah. Am I?
Did you not tell me you're going to Dubai?
No, I'm not going to Dubai. I'm going to Tenerife.
I'm going to Tenerife.
That's a whole different ballgame.
Tenerife's powerful. Now, it has a wee bit of dirt and a wee bit of like,
a wee rocky beach. I don't need your sand.
No, fucking right with those stones.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm at home.
I'm at home.
Chucking rocks.
Home away from
Where's
home.
the pillars? Yeah, no, it's we're bringing our kids, and then I've got 3 stepsons. So the youngest is 16, and he's coming as well. So there'll be me and Sean and the 3 kids then. So he's almost like at the stage where he's like almost an adult.
Yeah.
So he's like another set of eyes on the 2 wee ones.
Happy days. That's what you need. That when we always go to Tenerife. We go near enough every year. And
does your parents go? Or
we always bring daughters. My in-laws go.
Yeah.
We always bring the in-laws, and then it's like
genius.
It's a holiday.
Did you bring them on your honeymoon?
Yeah.
Genius.
No, well we went to Tenerife with them. It was sort of like a honeymoon.
Like a mini moon.
We brought them in with us, and then me and Dervla obviously got our fucking time together. And
it's so funny, Roll. I'm going to bring my in-laws so you can watch us ride our way through the honeymoon.
100%. And
that's
then
the genius.
And then when we get home, then we went away, just us two, for like 5 nights to Italy. So
it was
even better again.
That's right.
You had the wee holiday with the family, but you still had your own free time.
Yeah.
And then the full.
And then you
time.
don't feel guilty about leaving the child at home because like he's got a.
Because we were going to do we were going to go like a long distance one for a honeymoon. It's like a special thing in it. So like, we were like, fuck, I don't want to leave a child for 2 weeks.
I know.
Because I'm not travelling halfway across the world for a week.
No.
Because you lose about a week free, you know what I mean? And then I was like, we'll get your parents to come, and then maybe they can come the second week. We do a full week on our own, and they can bring the child, and then it was just all fucked up. So the plan of it was harder than fucking anything.
Me and Sean went to New York in October, I think, as well. November, maybe October, without the kids. But we were going out to gig, but we were only away 5 days. But that is I've never been away from more than 2 nights, maybe, except for Dubai, I suppose. But like we've never left the kids more than 1 night, both of us.
Yeah, together.
And I was traumatized. Like it was, I found it really difficult to go. Once I was there, different time zone, couldn't give a shit.
I know, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we were going, me and our very first holiday without the child was like, I think it was like 9 months old maybe, and we were going to Ibiza, and Dervla was outside my ma's. I was dropping the child in my ma's house, and she was just
crying.
I got the car, just crying her eyes. I was like, what's wrong? She's like, I just can't. See, when we got to the airport, she drank a pint. She could not.
You're like, that's the girl I want to marry there.
There she is, found you. I thought I lost you for a minute.
Yeah.
She was back, fucking. And then when we got there, there wasn't a word about it. She was like maybe in the morning, she'd go, oh, FaceTime your dad, and we'll get to see a child. She couldn't get off the phone quick enough. Hey,
I know.
We have to go here.
Whenever we were away, we couldn't FaceTime that much. Like our wee girl's 3.5, and she was like much more like, yeah, hey, what's the crack, chatting away and all. And then my wee boy who's 1.5 was just can't understand why you're not in real life and you're only on the screen.
Yeah.
So he would get upset. So we'd have to FaceTime when he was napping. So he just did not see us. For him, he was probably going to bed going, oh yeah, they're dead now. That's them gone.
That's them gone.
They don't exist anymore.
Here's
my new life.
Like, fuck me, what's going on here? Like, you walk through the door, what do you want?
He's like, I now live in a travel cot in my nanny's house. That's cool.
Exactly. Just I'm comfortable here, and I can go on. See you later. But no, it's fucking it's good to get a break, but you need it.
I mean, yeah.
But even to get away with the kids, a lot of times you often hear it's not really a holiday when you've got all your kids. It's not. But it's better to be looking after your kids in a warm country by a pool than it is to be lying and fucking dying in the house, my house. And
we didn't take ours away. Like our daughter, now to be fair, your wee boy's the same. What did he say? 4?
4.
Aye, so he's roughly around this. Did you have him just before the pandemic? Or
I had him
start
in the heart of it. I didn't even see. Dervla had the baby on her own. No, she had the baby on her own. I wasn't there then.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake, so.
Sean wasn't allowed into the last minute, but he was there for the birth.
I wasn't there then at all. She had it on her own. I was in there. She had to phone me, and then FaceTime, and I didn't know what I was having. So I was sitting at my dad's house having a cup of tea, and she was like, Sean, crying. But I thought she was having an attraction still, because all night she was ringing me going, oh, like squealing down the phone, having an attraction. I was like, fuck, she's doing my head, and she made it off his phone. And then she phoned me at like 10:30 next morning, like, oh, no, Sean. And I thought she was crying, like, to have an attraction again. And she was like, what's going on? What is it? And then she FaceTime and she's like, what a wee boy. I just went, fuck. I know, like, people say, did you ever cry and had a baby? I just went, whoa. I wasn't expecting that phone call, because I thought she was still having attractions.
Aye.
And I went,
oh my God.
And she was like, what's a wee boy? It looks like you. I went, I looked at my dad, and he grabbed me, I'll phone you back.
And did you get to go in and see him then? Or did you have to
No, I had to wait for like a day and a half to she get out.
Shut. That is so traumatizing.
I know, it's brutal. She's fucking... That's why I've only got the one.
Aye, the trauma from that. Like, I definitely had trauma after having mine in the pandemic as well. I postnatal depression for about a year and a half after too, because it was just awful experience. That's it. Like, I can't imagine how Devla would have felt having that baby on her own. Like, that is so shit.
No one in there, just her, and like she says like 5 fucking midwives in her in a wee room. She wasn't allowed to leave, and then she was in there for 2 days after. So I had to stand at the front doors and waiting her coming out.
God.
She's coming out. I had a wee fucking car seat.
Things fucking got a driving license and a beard by the time it comes out.
Smoking a fag.
Yeah. Jesus.
So she came out with a child, and then I was like, fuck, first time ever meeting him was like 2 days later, and then
you were like, hello, I am Dad.
Right,
nice
son.
to meet you.
And then we brought the child over the car, and then I had a nightmare trying to get the car seat, because I didn't know how to work it.
No, I know.
Was like,
we all did.
It was freezing, because we had him the 13th of January.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely freezing. I was wearing shorts and like a wee jacket like this.
Why do men do that in the winter? But continue.
Because I was in the house chilling, and then I didn't know when she was getting out. And I was
Right.
like, Sean, they're going to let me out this afternoon. I was like, right, I'll come down and get you. She's like, I'll let you know when. Flew down quick, couldn't wait, see the child, see her, all the rest of it. Got in there, and then, an hour. Starting trying to put her fucking over an hour.
Aye.
And she refused. I was like, Dervin, please just put him in her knees. She's like, no, I'm not.
You're not allowed to, you know.
Mate, Dervin, just do it. I cannot get this car seat in. I can't.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. So I says, right, after an hour, honest to God, not even exaggerating, a full hour, I was fucking freezing. And I was getting angry at this stage.
Aye.
When I should have been happy.
Yeah.
But I was like, Dervin, you may just sit in the back seat and hold that fucking car seat, because I can't get a seatbelt on it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And she was like, right, okay. I was
Is
like,
that what
why
you
the
did?
fuck did we just do that at the start?
I know.
And an hour later, and then we got in the car, and then I get home and get settled down.
And do you know what you think too?
All busy.
You think when you have your second one that your muscle memory come back and you're all, yeah, I know all this shit. Oh my God, it's like starting again. Like you're all, holy mo, I did not. You forget how the pram goes up and down. You forget how the high chair works. Like you forget all that stuff by the time it gets to your shit. Like there was only 2 years between ours, but she was out of all that stuff.
Yeah, out of it.
And then I was like,
right back to it.
I don't remember how to do all this.
Fucking feeding and all, and cleaning.
Don't even.
Really know. I
had
more
COVID
kids.
when I give birth to my. You want loads, don't you?
I want to have a couple, like, not loads. Like I would like to have 3, because I'm at the age now where I'm probably past.
Sean, you've got 2 hands.
I know.
One for each child. That third one, no one will care about it.
I know, fucking right.
You know
Just like, you know, my son or daughter, if you ever come.
Future child, no one likes you.
Yeah.
You were the one that they thought they wanted, and you fucking ruined everything.
You ruined it.
I had COVID when I gave birth to my daughter. So she came out, she was quite unwell as well, she definitely had COVID. And the midwives hated me. They treated me like a leper, because I think they just didn't want to touch me in case they got it. Fair enough, at the time everyone thought they were going to die, grand. But like, I was like literally left alone in the room for most of like the labouring process. Sean wasn't allowed in, and it was like 18-hour labour, and it was so bad. So by the time I had her, I was like, I'm never going to that hospital again. And we only had the second one to give her a friend as well, to be fair. That's how I look at him.
That's what I want. I want to give my that company, because he fucking tortured me.
Yeah, play with me, play with me.
I don't want to.
I know. Isn't that awful?
I just don't want to play me. I want to go home and chill out.
Do you know what's funny too? My daughter, like, she's nearly 4, but she doesn't want to do like dolls or house or like all the things you'd imagine we girls or Barbies. She wants to play. She's an entrepreneur. Like she sets up a shop. She wants to do shop. She wants to own the library. She'll maybe sometimes she'll do a vet, but she runs the vets. Like she's like a bit of an entrepreneur. So I'm all, okay, I can get down with this. But see when it comes like jigsaws and all, or just like Play-Doh.
I got the patience. Dough everywhere. I've let him pull stuff out. The house is wrecked. They're going somewhere to work. This fucking house is a mess. I go, I'm a 4-year-old. And it's every day. And she's like, why is this house so dirty? And like, why isn't that like up? And I'm like, just let him play and fucking leave me alone. Like,
do you think your personality has changed since before and after coming to Dad?
Aye, definitely. Because before I wouldn't have cared about anything. Like,
aye. Do you mean like laid back about stuff?
No, I mean like, like social media and all, and like saying certain stuff, and like being outspoken and all. I don't want him to look back and be like,
Anything,
know what I mean?
I need to be a bit more cautious.
I don't want to be like I used to go on holiday and get fucking blocked.
Yeah.
And record it, slagging people. Go ahead, baldy, slagging, just mad stuff.
And you're talking to your child when you're doing that. Yeah, so, baldy bastard.
I know. I used to call him cue ball when he was a kid. So all my mates go, where's wee cue ball? Because he had
no hair?
wee baldy hair. And just looked
yeah.
really rare and cue ball. And I was like, I called him cue ball for ages until he started to get hair. And then he's just fucking,
I don't know how people become a parent and don't, their personality doesn't change completely. Like, that's the basis of my new show. I'm writing my new stand-up show at the minute. It's called Get Your Pink Back. Yeah. And it's based on the fact that when I saw this thing about flamingos.
Yeah.
And when flamingos become parents, the mums and the dads, the flamingos are pink, famously, but their colour drains to a pale white. They go completely white when they have kids for that first whatever length of time whilst they're wee kids or wee chicks, because they give all of their nutrients, all of their energy, all of their everything to their kids, and they're literally drained, the mums and the dads. And as their chicks get a little bit more independent, the colour starts to come back and they get their pink back.
Get their pink back. That's genius. That's what happens.
That's what happens. So this basis of my new show was like, I need to do more shit to like get my pink back, to be like who I am, what I like do. That's what I'm saying to you, like all you do is work or parent, like what I even like do. And in between, that's why yesterday I was on Instagram, what's everyone's hobbies, what are people doing?
What do you do now?
I've signed up to a choir, keep cancelling going. I haven't been yet.
A choir? Like what?
I'm just trying to do.
Just trying to venture out and see what's going on.
I'm trying to find what I enjoy.
Well,
like what do you
go back to your teenage years, apart from drinking in a park. You can't go and stand and drink in a park.
I can drink in a park and sing in a choir at the same time. Yeah.
100%.
You know, what did I enjoy doing then? I used to I used to make my own clothes, but I think it was because it was poor.
No choice.
It was out of necessity. I think rather than enjoyment. Like, you probably just boxed your way through your teenage years, did you?
I boxed, played football, played hurling, played Gaelic.
I'd say the sports. What did you enjoy? Did you do pogs and all?
Fucking throwing stones at windows and run away, or throwing eggs at windows and run away, and then
I'd rather an egg.
Maybe it would be good to get a big fucking group of old friends back and
throw stones at windows.
Start throwing eggs at windows and taking chases again.
But there's that place, the Wrecking Rooms.
Oh, I seen that.
We can go and smash it.
Smash it. Be good.
That sounds like you should get all your boxing friends together there, because I feel like if anyone needs an outlet that's not like punching people, you could do that.
That'd be good.
Yeah. My husband took one of his sons for one of his birthdays, and I was like, you just like one of these kids is really aggressive. That's it. And we'll smash computer screens.
Just smash it up. I need to bring my wee lad there because he just fucking ruins everything. He ruins everything. And
take him to that.
He just wants a break.
Smash plates and all, and like you can just like that would be class. Imagine.
Good relief, like.
Yeah.
Good relief.
Imagine the release. It's like when you go to the dump and it's like a big skip and you're like, I'm gonna chuck this shit and just watch it smash.
I know. It's therapeutic when you get, as you say, when you get like when you're a parent. Like the other day, I done a full clear out. Like we have a drawer right in our top drawer, and it puts my head away. But I'm like, with my driving license at the minute, because I'm getting a new car. And I says to her, see this fucking drawer. It's like I feel like just throwing a fiver pat on there and just going. I don't care what's in there. It's like no, there's loads of like.
It's like a Monica from Friends cover.
I fucking hate it. Yep. And the other day we cleaned it out. And it was, getting it done. It was so fucking therapeutic.
Slept well at night.
Unreal. I just seen Anna go to that drawer. I'd be proud of it.
I
open it when I'm not even looking for anything. I open a cup of tea and I just go.
My wee drawer. That's your second born. You're like,
love it. I know.
Love that. I did it all the time in my house too. And like, that's what I used to do growing up. I was such a gimp. I'd have like colour coordinated my wardrobe. Like I'd have been like, we'll go to black and then to grey and then to white and then to like yellow and then pale pink, dark pink, we'll go to purple, blue. Like I'd have done it like a rainbow inside. I'd have had all the tea. Do you like Marie Kondo? Did you ever see her on Netflix? And she's like how to clean out your life and how to make your life neat and tidy. And she's got all these like mad
folding things.
I see like you see like Chinese people online to like amazing folding and all.
It's unreal, isn't it?
And it's like so satisfying.
Like, watching them do it is like it's unreal.
That's how I'm gonna pack for my holidays on Sunday. I'll be all packing cubes.
The amount of stuff they can get in their suitcase by doing that is unreal.
Do you ever put your kids' clothes in a shoe rack?
What?
It's like, Do a thing, it's got hooks and you hang it on the back of the door and it's got slots like this here for shoes.
Oh, yes.
You roll up an outfit for each day and slide it in.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
I did that for this holiday. I did it before you can't do it for winter holidays. My daughter's called winter, but like wintertime holidays because their clothes are too thick. Yeah. But for like summer holidays, it's like a wee shorts and t-shirt.
Bump, bump, bump.
And it's like one for each day.
That's
and then
handy.
you go and then you hang it up when you get there over a door. And then you don't have all the
put
shit.
In that, put on a suitcase, bring a suitcase, take it out, set it up,
hang it up.
Bang, bang, no mess.
Unreal.
That's fucking handy.
I know.
Great.
I did. That's like one of those things.
That's a hack.
TikTok's a pile of shite, but then it gives you a hack like that and you're all, that's life changing.
But there's loads of good hacks. Like, I see all the hacks on TikTok. Mm-hmm. I have them all saved, but I never go back and go,
I know.
I'm going to use it. When I need to use it, I forget that I have it saved on TikTok.
I know. But that's how people make a fortune, is when they're like, right, figure out something that people need to get done quicker or easier. And how can I figure out how to make, like the Hoover or the washing machine or like whatever. It's like, how can I take a laborious chore from somebody that they hate doing every day and make it far quicker and easier and simpler? And that's how you earn your fortune. That's what you need to find out.
Someone told me, this is another thing, like someone says to me, I seen this girl on TikTok and she teaches people, like the amount of people who say, I'd love to learn Irish, I'd love to speak Irish if they're like have an Irish background, and they're like, I'd love to speak Irish. And this girl, I think she's maybe from Galway or something, but she does one like phrase a day and translates for you on TikTok. So she tells you what it means, tells you what it is, and then tells you how to pronounce it, and tells you to use it for the full day, any opportunity you get. So people are doing it and learning how to speak Irish that way.
Amazing.
And she's making a fortune off it.
That's brilliant.
I was like, something so fucking simple.
You should do it for
It was right there. It was right in front of me.
I know.
And
but
I didn't see it.
You've got a different Irish than her.
I know.
You're just
True,
Ulster.
like Ulster.
You can represent Ulster in this.
100%.
Yeah.
Ulster represent.
Yeah, you can represent. We've appointed you.
Yeah.
You do it for Ulster.
Now I've got my fucking. That's the podcast. Go on TikTok.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, what is it? What do you do every day that you hate doing? What's something that every day you're all fucking hate when I have to do that?
Ditch it. And just ditch it and do this instead.
But I mean, what is the thing every day that you're like? Do you like, obviously at one stage people were like washing clothes in the sink, and they're like, oh no, I've got a washing machine, or like washing dishes. Oh no, I've got a dishwasher.
Something that
like,
you had to try, like. I know.
I absolutely hate taking the bins out.
Sometimes when you do train, taking the bins out.
Taking the bins out.
There's no other way to.
Get a husband.
But, yeah.
You need a husband.
I need a husband.
Yeah.
What are you doing the night round?
Yeah,
You're free.
It's awful though. There are gender jobs in the house.
I know.
And I hate being like, oh, I don't like to do the bins and all, but I don't.
No one does.
I know,
but see, to be
men
fair,
tend to do it more.
No, I
Not
firmly
nice.
believe it's a man's job to take
Do
the
you?
bins out. It should be, yep. I agree. It should be.
There are times in our house, and I go to Sean and Bill, but do you remember how long I breastfed your children for and kept them immune from all these diseases? So you can take out the fucking recycling.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
I take the bins out. I do. Like Dervla does too. But most weeks we forget, and that just reminds me it's Thursday day, so my blue bins out or black bins out.
It's gone. It's too late now.
It's too late, probably, but but it's for tomorrow. Mine's written Thursday night, and last 2 weeks ago we forgot our black bin, so now it's piled up there.
The worst.
And then I have to go out and stand on it.
Yeah.
In the bags and crush it down.
Yeah.
And try and squeeze.
Or you're in your neighbour's garden going, they don't have any kids in their house, so their bin's half empty.
I know.
You're getting like a bit of recycling. They come out and catch you, and you're like, well, I'm just trying to steal your car.
Just fucking drop something and roll under.
Yeah. But that's in our street. We live in a wee cul-de-sac. And I'm sure, I don't know if your boy's called Cabra?
Cabra, yeah.
Cabra. Was he very obsessed with the bin lorry coming over?
Nah, because it comes early, very, very early.
Oh.
Like 7:30, our bin lorry comes.
Oh, my kids. Are your kids not up by 7:30?
I have to wake him out of bed at 8 o'clock. He gets up at 8 o'clock, but I have to wake him up at 8 o'clock, and he lies there at least 10 past 9, sitting beside him. Like,
what time is he going to bed?
About 9.
Half 8, I suppose 9. That's good, aye. That's good, I'll
Because
jaunt.
sometimes I'm in the, like, Dervla sings, and then I'm in the gym, and she comes from work. Sometimes she comes from work straight into the gym, and then from the gym, come home, get
you want a wee bit of time
and then she goes straight gigging, singing.
Aye.
So I have to come from the gym, go home, get him bath, washed, get his uniform on, and then put him to bed.
Aye.
Get him fed. And so he goes to bed about 9. I go to the gym about 7:30 most nights.
Oh,
So
right. Well, then he
you've an
couldn't
hour
be in
and a
bed
half.
before then. He wouldn't see him.
No,
Aye.
you wouldn't see him, know what I mean? So.
Well, my wee boy loves the bin lorry coming. We got him a wee bin lorry and all for Christmas, and like as soon as he sees that hears the bin lorry coming, he's outside. No, and we're like good friends of the bin men now. They're fucking great guys in our street. But ours is the only house where they take our big they bring our bins back up our
Back,
driveway
right up
and
the
back
driveway,
to
yeah.
where they go at the top of the driveway. Everyone else sits out in the street. I'm sitting there all, don't even have to touch the bin.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
I know, because I pay them. No, I don't. But like they bring our bins up and like wave at my son and chat to him and all, and I was like, they're the best guys. Like, and it just looks like a fun time. It's like 3-4 of the lads. They're all like 30s, all out together, having a great time. I was like, you guys, I think are living your best. I bet you if I look in your car, you have grenade bars, Snack a Jacks, Barista Bar coffee.
All the good gear.
You have all the good gear.
All the fucking good gear.
And some are like, do you reckon like a train you see in India, they're like hanging off the back and all. Fucking having a great time.
I know, they're fucking, I always say, right, like, remember, like, being in school, it's going, you're going to end up a fucking bin man. Most of them bin men are fucking getting good fucking pays, good wage, good pension.
Consistent.
Aye.
And they get to wave at a wee lad in every street. I'm sure there's a wee 2-year-old.
The odd wee single man out the window they get.
Yeah, woo!
Is that why you get your friends pulled in? You've you've unveiled your secret.
Why they bring my bins up? That's so mad. It's a euphemism. Do you want to bring my bins up?
Yeah, no.
Park your bin up my driveway.
That's fucking brilliant.
I know, it's underrated. Yeah. It is an underrated job. And then at Christmas they do it up like a wee. They get the wee antlers on the front of the Valari and all. Great time.
Lots of energy. Loads of energy. Like just to be out fucking
loving about.
In the cold, like freezing cold, and they're just loving their best life.
I mean, yeah, they're getting cold there.
The application make one here next week for me.
I know. It'd be a sweet job. What would you be doing if you were in boxing?
Fuck it.
Like, what would you do if you completely out of the fitness world?
I don't know, like my brothers not all, like, one's a gas engineer, one's a bricklayer, one's a plaster. My dad's like a skilled labourer.
Aye.
So
everyone works physically.
They're all different. Like, I don't know. I was useless with tools. I just didn't want to work with tools, so I don't really know what the fuck I would have done. But I worked in a bar before.
Did you like that?
I loved it because it was like a nightclub on the weekends.
Was it in Belfast?
And the bar, Trinity Lodge. It's like beside me, the Trinity Lodge.
Aye, I've heard of it.
It burnt down, but the bar's still there.
Yeah.
The bars are the hall and all burnt down, so don't have any like nightclubs in it anymore. But I worked there for about 3 years. But it was only 16, 17, 18, and then I started working for City Sightseeing on the weekends.
Sightseeing tours?
I worked there as well.
No.
So
were you out getting business, or were you a tour guide?
No, just selling tickets.
I would love for you to be a tour guide. Over there,
you wouldn't get it.
On the left, some building or whatever. Over on the right, there's a tree. Whatever. He's having a good time.
That tree's a cracker.
But that would be great.
You would get the most version of a Belfast person, like a West Belfast person ever if I was a tour guide.
Yeah.
You would need multilingual, even if they spoke fluent English. You would need West Belfast multilingual.
And nothing would be like, everything would be biased as well. You'd be like, and then up that directions where the Protestants fucking live, and then all that takes
there's fuck all up there. There's fuck all up there. Don't go up there.
Yeah. You be all them. There's where everyone lives who are wrong, and then all the people who are right live over there.
We'd be saying like, I heard like there's a great restaurant up on the Shankill Road, and it's stinking. Don't go near it.
And everyone gets food poisoning.
It's stinking. There's rats. It's infested with rats. Yeah. Honestly, go up here beside the culture now. Pure vast.
I worked in a bar too for a while when I was like a student. But I remember, I worked in a couple of bars actually, but nobody ever taught me how to work in them. Like, I feel like I had loads of part-time jobs over the years, but was never, like, no one, I think everyone assumed I'd never be there for long. You know, I think they're like, she's flaky, she'll be here for a couple of weeks and she'll get a wage and be all, well, do me for the next month, I'll head on. And no one ever taught me how to do anything. Like, I worked in bars, no one ever taught me how to pull a pint or where anything was. It was like, go you behind the bar and just figure it out, you know.
Did you pull pints they got?
Aye, but they were shit.
Scrappers.
They were like the worst pints you'd ever see. Like, they weren't. And then I remember working in a bar in the Lisburn Road and going into the toilets. Someone was like, can you go in and clean the toilets? And I'm done. And someone had smeared, it was like a dirty protest, shit all over the cubicle. And I remember going over to the boss going, here, I'm going to go home.
I quit.
I'll not be cleaning that shit. And he was like, no, go clean it. And I was all, I don't think so. I'll be leaving.
Yeah. See you later.
And then I did a job where I was like handing out, this was definitely dodgy. So I saw on Gumtree Because before there was Marketplace and all, you like.
I'm going to tell you now, I was on Gumtree and
Dodgy. Yeah. Over here, it was like leaflet distribution, but it was like going around putting leaflets on doors. And I thought, like the bin men, I'll be outside. I'll get my steps in. I'll be on my own. I could listen to a podcast. Podcast didn't exist back then. I'll have my headphones on. I'm a Discman, and I'll listen to the Aqua album.
Walkman.
Yeah. And so that's what I'll do. And it was the flyers. I didn't know what they were for, but they were until I started the job. And the flyers were for, do you like a charity clothes collection on a Friday?
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't a real charity. They were collecting the clothes and selling them on or stealing them or maybe sniffing them. I don't know what they were doing.
See, it's
these dirty men.
a way around it.
Yeah.
But then you don't know what you're sniffing.
I know. Well, maybe something. Do you like those mystery boxes you get? Mystery sniff.
You know, another one here, I'm telling you. Mystery sniff.
That's amazing. And then you get like, maybe you have to sniff everything, and then you get like a wee secret, like a scratch card you scratch off, like you just sniffed an old man's pit. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's what we need to. That's our business. I've got a trademark. That's mine. But so I was like putting these leaflets through these doors, and I got fired after one day because they were like, they go out the next Friday to like collect all the bags, and they text me and went, you covered like 1,000 houses, and our ratio was normally say we would expect 30 houses to donate, and there wasn't one bag today. And I was like, that's because I put them in the bin.
Oh, I just want to walk. You weren't even productive of it. You didn't even get your steps in.
No, I know. Yeah,
I'll throw them in the bin and get my steps in anyway.
Yeah, I'll go walk tonight. But whenever I had contacted them on Gumtree, and I was like, oh, I'm getting in touch about the flyer job, and yeah, and I remember them going, can you send in a photograph? And I was like, this is normal. Yeah. I'll send them a photograph. And I sent them a photograph, and they went, we have another business as well. And they offered me escort work.
Fuck me.
And I tell you what, that took a long time for me to say no. I was like, and it wasn't like you don't have to do it. They were like, you just go on. It's like you friendships with people, like maybe they'll bring you to an event, or like they'll pay to go out for dinner with you, and that's how they sell it to you. But then obviously when you're out for dinner, you've been paid £100 to go for dinner maybe, and they're like, we'll give you £5,000 to finger you, and you'll be like, obviously yes.
£5,000. Fucking right.
Like I just sniffed an old man's tit there for nothing. Yeah.
That must be how they get them in, even still. Because why the fuck would anyone be applying to deliver charity leaflets?
I know. They're probably
then they go, it's Kent.
Yeah.
Is this a bird?
Yeah.
Is this a girl?
This is vulnerable. This is a vulnerable person.
It's a vulnerable girl who needs money.
Yeah.
Send me a photo.
But I remember like texting back and forth going, that's no, maybe no. Well, it could be if you just don't know my man, Dad. But would they know? And I was like, no, don't do it. And I didn't, obviously. But like, or was it obvious?
No.
It's pre-internet era. Well, Gumtree exists pre-social media.
You would get away with it then, you wouldn't get away with it now.
But it's the sort of thing that would come out. That's the sort of thing that would cancel you years after you've made it. So it's like in 1997, she once stood on a frog. And that frog was fucking non-binary. And now it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you always get like people, there's loads of that coming out now where they're like, stuff's coming back to haunt people.
I know.
They're like waiting.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
Sean did Ireland's Got Talent a few years ago, right? And we had to wade through that fucker's tweets because we were like, somebody will find, because Sean does one-liners and sometimes they're really dark. And he was like, I would have been posting things on Twitter, like from Twitter's inception and not filtering myself whatsoever. Never. As like a 25-year-old who's just found comedy, who's like, oh, you can say anything you want online and there's no repercussions. You don't realise it's there forever. We had to go through. We were literally Googling like Sean Hegarty, Twitter, like cancer and stuff like, and like did he make any cancer jokes, then trying to delete them and like going through everything. And I mean that took us a long time to delete the shit he had tweeted.
I done it too, but I haven't been through it, like, but I just know I've had some very bad tweets, especially Twitter, like, but I don't really have anything that's gonna not anytime soon anyway, but
nothing.
I believe if I was probably to go for like a commentary job for like boxing, I probably wouldn't get it because of Twitter and being so based on Twitter. But
we did years ago, like I think called Naughty Shore.
Yeah.
Me, Dave Elliott, Aaron Butler, a few of us that were in a comedy sketch group, and they were like, I hate even mention it now because people's gonna go look it up, but it's like it was like a piss take of Geordie Shore.
Yeah.
And it was like a Belfast version of it. And it was so rough, the stuff we did. And it was like my character's tagline was, when you're inside me, you're VIP.
Oh, for fuck.
Right? Shocking. And I remember going for an audition for something like a big show a couple of years ago. I can't remember what it was. Do you know what it was? Do you know what it was? It was like Iron Man. It was like a superhero movie, or not Iron Man, but something like that there. I can't remember what it was now. And because obviously I didn't get it. And I remember like messaging Mark McAvoy, who now works for the BBC, who would have been the one who uploaded to YouTube, and all, can you please get rid of that? Can you please get that off the internet? Because if they'll go look you up, and it's like if they see all that sort of shit, and some stuff as well was like could have been taken offensively, and I was like, please delete that from the internet. Actually, I'm a liar, it wasn't a superhero thing. I was going for a children's TV series, and I was like, that's what it is. Yeah. You can't, I can't be saying that.
That's what's going to happen. Like, we don't know what's ahead of us.
I know.
You never know what way the world's going to turn, but it should never, what we say now shouldn't affect us down the line if something changes.
Yeah.
Like, we were just talking, me and Ryan, before, like, Trump's went back in now and changed everything back. Trump has just changed everything back. He's given your
two genders.
Now, Ryan was saying he's cut funding for any other group that's trying to claim that there are any other, like, pronouns. So he's cutting funding also, and that's going back to that. Like, it's Christian, it's...
Yeah.
So, like, how can you ever be right? So it shouldn't matter. It should never matter. Like, when people start getting offended by stuff like now, it doesn't matter. Like
a couple of weeks ago, if you were living in America and you said like something as horrific as like you can't be anything other than a man or a woman, and that would have been seen as obviously the wrong and awful thing to say, and now it's like, oh well, according to your government, that's
this
correct.
Is what we have to say,
which makes it such an unsafe place to live now if you're a trans person.
Like some people were getting sacked from work. Say like a waiter or a waitress was like, "Hi sir," and they're like, "Sir, hi sir, how can I help you?"
Yeah. Don't
sir,
assume my gender.
I'm not a sir. Don't assume my gender. I feel so offended. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Maybe complain, write a written complaint or something, and then the fucking waiter or waitress was getting sacked.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't get sacked now.
But also, do you get to go back and go, well, I wasn't wrong then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. It's like when people get arrested in, like, say, Spain for selling cannabis, and then they make cannabis legal.
I know.
Like a month later.
I know.
And they're still in jail.
But it's like, if you think about the things that were illegal years ago, like, I mean, there was like, you couldn't have a sheep that walked in front of your goat or something mad like that. If your goat was walking down the road and it was more than 3 feet in front of the sheep, it sounds like the offside rule. Do you know, that you'd have been in jail. Do you know, something like that there?
We whistle all yellow card.
Yeah. The goat. That goat's got a yellow card. Next time he's got his throat slit. Do you like stuff like that there? Like, you look back and you go, the mad rules that there was. Like, some of the ancient English laws were nuts. Like, I'm completely making stuff like these up, but like, do you know stuff like if you own one bow and arrow, you're only allowed to have 3 fruit shoots in the house. I don't know, something mental like that. Like, they've just been like such bizarre laws.
Make up shit and then it changes. So I don't think you should be penalised for it in the future if it changes. Or and when I say penalised, I mean like cancelled or like blocked from
for something that you have to look at the time and the context.
Time when it happened.
Yeah,
at the time when it happened.
I was an absolute ball bag back then.
I know.
Let me be a ball bag back then. I'm a nice person now.
I'm a nice person now. It doesn't matter anymore.
I know.
You know what
I know.
Because like a lot of like you do the pantomimes and all too. So like some of them stuff can be like taken out of context if you were to like just some like people like say for example you were to do one as a comedy like mocking like one character in it as a fucking transgender or something and then you'll just be cancelled from everything else for it. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking
which
stupid.
I wouldn't do because that's old shtick now. However, we've had so like our Christmas show that we did last. So me and Sean for the past few years have written and produced the Christmas adult comedy for the Grand Opera House, and our one last year was called Miracle Number 34, and it was set in a care home, and it was an older man who had Alzheimer's and a younger care worker who was like looking after him in and out every day in his wee like fold and looking after him, and they were going through a bucket list and they're on up to Christmas, and then it's revealed, which you can say now because the show's not on anymore, that she was actually his daughter the whole time and he didn't know who she was, and then he remembers her on Christmas Day, and then but it's a comedy, but it obviously has heart running through it. We were really worried that we were representing Alzheimer's in the wrong way, and that we were so concerned when we were writing it that the jokes can't be at this guy's expense. The jokes can't be because he forgets things, because it's too easy and too cheap, and anybody in the audience, and most of us have somebody in our lives that we know who does or had dementia or Alzheimer's, and you don't want to offend those people who are like, oh, my mum died recently and
Yeah.
she had Alzheimer's, and I don't want you taking the piss out of that. But so we were really fucking worried. Like, we're like, oh shit,
you're
this
always
is
on
what...
the edge.
You're worried that, like, oh, have we made this character? Are we taking the piss out of him having Alzheimer's? But then anybody who messaged us afterwards who were like, I have a connection to Alzheimer's, and I was really worried because someone messaged me going, I brought my mum who has Alzheimer's, and I was like, that's mental.
Hope she remembers the show.
She will remember the show, yeah. And you keep telling her the twist, and she's like, did that happen? And she's like, no, but it was great. It was therapeutic, and it was great to be able to laugh at something that we take seriously, because that's what we do here in this country really
100%.
well. We make fun of the hard things, and
with a dark sense of humour, almost like it.
Yeah.
But it's there's
It's
no harm in it.
therapeutic.
There's no malice in it. You're
Yeah.
not doing it to hurt someone.
It's like if you don't
You're
laugh,
just
you'll
doing it to
cry.
joke about it. Exactly it.
I think that's why there are such brilliant comedians in this country too.
We're all thick-skinned. Like,
Aye,
if
we
you
know
look
how
at
to...
Paul, I seen one with, just what you were saying, your man Paul Smith was slagging, he's like, he's cancer or something, so, and he was like, oh, fuck off, and then he just starts giving them stick
Yeah.
about, and then they emailed him saying, you made our night.
Aye.
Like,
Because everyone tiptoes
everyone was
around
like,
it.
"Oh," and he's like, he just thought
Slag
that was
you
the
off.
best thing ever.
Unreal.
And he's like, oh, fuck, I've got this far now, I've done that on me, and he just goes in on him, slagging about having cancer and all,
Yeah.
and like, makes a joke of it.
The only complaint we ever got in any of our shows was a few years ago. Somebody emailed the Grand Opera House because there was a joke, and it's one of Sean's one-liners that he used to perform on stage, and he doesn't now, so he slotted it into the script, and it was about a character who had dyslexia, and they said something, and they were like, oh, I'm going to have to go to this now, fucking FLM instead of FML, because they've got dyslexia and they
Yeah.
can't get the letters in the right order.
FLM, yeah.
And that was a joke, and people liked it, but then somebody complained, and they're like, me and my daughter were sat in the audience, and my daughter has dyslexia, and that was so offensive. And you're like, but that is what dyslexia is. You get the letters mixed up. We're not making that
I
up.
know,
That's
it's
what
a
it
fact.
is.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
But it's also like,
Take your face
why
for a
would you
shite.
go to a fucking like
Comedy.
a comedy and expect to be like, and not being like, on the chance of being like insulted?
I know.
Why? Like, why would you?
You will be, I know.
You will be insulted if you're going there with the fact, like with dyslexia, going, there's a possibility that they'll talk about dyslexia.
Aye.
Like, maybe a small possibility,
I know.
but they might.
I don't even know how they got that joke, because they'd have jumbled them letters up even
I
more in their
know.
head, and they'd have been in the right order then.
Right there. Maybe that's right. FLM, that's right.
Yeah. And then they'd be like, what's the joke? That's
I
right.
I don't get it. Everyone's laughing and they're like, what's going on? Fuck's
know.
sake, I'm going to get an email here next. I'm offended.
But this week, me and Mickey and Shane were doing gigs for the student unions, and they're all like, it was all refresher week, so they're all
Yeah.
18-year-olds, some maybe 19. And the massive thing we noticed is how socially aware everyone is, that they're like, you know, they're easier to offend, but this isn't their, that's not their fault. I think it's because they're an online generation,
Yeah.
and they're so concerned about what everyone thinks of them, and that's purely because of social media. It's not their fault. So they're really worried about what everyone thinks about them. They know that everything's filmed all the time. Gigs are filmed, and the clips
So they're
go
always
online.
aware. Like, see, where we wouldn't be
Aye.
as aware.
No.
Like,
Well-
we could do something, go, someone's recording, and go, fuck, right?
Aye,
right.
or we give less fucks because we didn't grow up in a time in school when things would go mad online.
Yeah.
Like, oh, did you see thingies, whatever? And that was like so apparent. When you talk to the audience members, they were like, I'm studying sociology. And you're like, great. And like, they don't want to talk to you.
They
Like,
don't want to give, they don't want to open up, they don't want to, they're
they're
shells.
like this.
They're
They
in a
don't
wee
really
shell,
want to
like-
get involved. Whereas you go to a normal comedy club and someone's all like, like they're happy to
Yeah.
talk to you. Whereas we noticed this age group, they were just much more closed off, and it's almost a wee bit sad and sorry for them,
Of course
because
it
they're
is.
so worried about what everyone thinks
Yeah,
about
everyone
them.
thinks about them, because that's what social media, that's what it portrays as. Like, everyone's watching. It's like,
I know.
you have to be this person, like you say about Dubai. It's like, be this perfect fucking
Aye.
thing for social media, and you don't want to go out in public on the chance that you be something that someone else sees you as in social media. Do you know
I
what I
know.
mean? So like,
And we
you're
all
a
have
super
this-
cunt, I seen you on.
Aye.
You're not like that on social media.
I know, yeah. In
No,
real
then
life,
it's
you're
like-
different, and I know. And I think it's like we all do. We all have this massive sense of self-importance where we're
Yeah.
like, everyone will care about what I'm doing every day, all day.
No
Like,
one
you wake up in the middle of the night, and I'll wake up at like 5 in the morning, but like, everyone's waiting for you online. Give them something. I've almost always been like, you guys have been up all night waiting on me to come on. You're like,
And the bin men are waiting outside.
oh, why is everyone waiting online? Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like you've such a like, oh, what I'm doing is like whatever everyone's. You think you put something online and you think it's gonna like it does live there forever, but also it dies in 2 seconds.
On the next one.
On the next one. It dies in 2 seconds.
People are just on the next one. Like news, it's just old news within a day. Like
nobody will remember. Like even like videos that I've done well online, I'm starting to repost them because like you might have 10,000 people have joined you since that other one was out. They haven't seen it.
100%. Swear to do it.
Repost your
Big
shit.
time.
Have a holiday and repost
Fucking
your
right.
old shit.
Post it 100%.
Yeah.
And like one of the old ones will probably go viral.
I know.
And it didn't go viral the first time, it may go viral next time. You know.
Well,
like, oh.
This is an example of someone having their glass half empty and their glass half full, because this morning I was sitting with my darling husband, and we were having a coffee, and he was going, he was just ignoring the kids, just locked them in a room, and he, I had reposted a video yesterday, and I was all mad because that video, the last time I posted it, had about 400,000 views. I was all posted it yesterday, it's maybe on 20,000 or something. I was all, that's mad, the difference.
About it.
And I was all, it's mad, the difference. That's the exact same video, exact same caption. It's just maybe it was a day a week I posted it. Who knows? Like there's a science to it all. The algorithm. The algorithm's eating dick at the minute. And I was like, so that's mad, isn't it? And Sean went, well, how about you look at it like this? Another video that you've posted and only got 20,000 views, maybe repost that and it might get 400,000. And I went, that is a glass half full attitude. Whereas I was shitting on it there.
You were on there.
Yeah.
So now you go and look for a video with 20,000 views.
That's a ghost in the room, by the way. Your belt has just fallen. And
I've always said it. There's a poltergeist in here.
That's an analogy.
That's a saying in here. There's definitely a poltergeist in here.
Why? What other things have happened?
A few things have happened.
Like things moving?
Noises being made.
That's just like Ryan's wife, just outside going, ooh. Child.
She's calling around.
Outside the door. It's our kids like, are you finished work yet?
I'm starving.
I know.
Ravioli for breakfast.
Do your kids eat ravioli?
I do.
For breakfast?
No, but I like ravioli. They eat ravioli.
I do like
Ravioli's
ravioli.
Great.
I'm not sure what they've put inside the pasta pocket. Like, are they saying it's beef?
It's in a tin, like. It's in a wee tin. Like, it's hard to trust when it's in a tin. But
there's
it's hard
fresh meat in a tin on a shelf for like 3 years. And you're like,
who else eats it?
Like, why would you put that into your body? I mean, I do. But like, you're sort of, when you think about it, you're like, why would you kill yourself slowly?
I know. Because it's definitely a fucking, it's in a tin for God knows how long.
A long time.
And the best before date is like a long time away.
Yeah, it's apocalypse stuff. It's like this will see me through the apocalypse. Happens,
you're going to survive on ravioli.
I know.
For a week, maybe.
Do you go by Best Buy dates?
Yeah, Derva doesn't, but I do.
Do you do because you're into fitness and you're like, I don't want to get sick?
I don't know why. I know it's probably a fucking scam because my granny is like, Sean, that means fuck all.
Yes. Your granny's like, they didn't have that in our day. Sniff test.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Old man's tit. Eat that.
Sniff with intent to lick.
Yeah. Sniff with intent to lick. That's like a band. A band name, isn't it? Up next is Sniff with intent to lick.
Can't come them handcuffs. What the fuck? So sniffing bake seats with intent to lick. Oh, fuck no, but
we don't do Best Buy dates in our house. I couldn't give a shit. I'll do a sniff test.
I'm a big, like, I don't know why. I'm afraid of, you know what? Obviously, milk's different because I had milk years ago when I was a kid and I poured it in and I didn't look, I just had it. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sour.
Yeah.
It was like, and I just went,
I think that. I was a student, right? I went to Queen's, pointless, and I had a drama degree. What even is that? And I, honestly, the stuff I put my immune system through back then,
I know.
like I have genuinely
you wonder what
put like a takeaway in the bin and been later on went, was I done?
back in.
I've done stuff like I've eaten blue molded bread in the middle of the night, like dirty stuff, and genuinely it's because you're like poor and you're a student and you're lazy, you don't want to go shop and you're like, what does other people have in their cupboards? I'll Deirdre's been back in Cookstown for 3 weeks, but whatever she's got in her cupboard I'm gonna eat. And I put my immune system through so much, I think back then, that now I never get sick and I can literally put anything into my body and I will not throw up ever.
Fuck, see, I'm the opposite. We went on holiday, me and my mate Marty, we went till Benidorm, we were on the rip, proper on the rip. Mm-hmm. And I went black one night and got a KFC. I was half eating and fucking whatever else. And the next morning I was lying there, and I woke up and he woke up and he's like, oh, Jesus, heavy head. And he just reached over and I seen him reaching for the box. And I was like, Marty, don't. He just went, I'm starving now.
No!
And he just started eating his half eaten burger. And it was one of them, like, burgers where there's like, it's a chicken burger with like the potato, what do you call it? Hash brown inside it, no, a Big Daddy burger. And he was like, and the sauce and the meat. I was like, Marty, it's fucking 9 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, oh, I'm starving. He was just sitting there, hair racked, eating a burger. And I was like,
no, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'd have heavily considered that. Oh, I know I wouldn't have done it, but there would have been a part of me that if I was on my own, I'd have done a sniff with intent to lick.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I know I want that, but I want what it was, not what it is now.
Yeah,
I want what it was.
You're chasing what it was, but he just reached in and just like,
yeah.
Oh,
that's like me in my marriage. I want what it was.
Yeah.
Not what it's become.
Not what it's become, but it always goes that way. It always goes that way.
Yeah.
And then you go back to what it once was. If you get a wee holiday or something,
yeah,
you go like the first day and all back to what it was, and we're loving life out for dinner, and like at night, a few drinks and there's murder.
Yeah, I mean you're a newlywed, but you've been together for ages.
Yeah,
Do you feel like did you feel like when you got, how long have you been together?
About 7 years, maybe.
Yeah, so it's a good jaunt. So you're not like, but do you feel like when you got married that you were like two giggly teenagers again? Were you like, oh my god, this is like so exciting, or was it just like nothing has changed?
Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Nothing changed at all. Nothing. Even on our honeymoon, like we had a brilliant time and all, but it was just the same old.
Yeah.
Just same old.
It's like another holiday.
It's just like me complaining. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to wear and don't want to wear.
Yeah. Dermot trying to eat a Big Daddy burger first thing in the morning.
She planned to bring him Big Daddy burger. Me sitting with a pint. There's two different people. People get up and eat something, and people who get up and drink something. And I'm definitely one that gets up and drinks something.
Would you get up and drink something?
Oh, no problem. 10 of harp straight away.
Stop.
I would wake up and drink a warm 10 of harp, no problem. Like.
I couldn't drink
and
a cold 10 of harp at an after party.
Unreal.
Fresh.
Harp's the best of the whole lot.
I'll say nothing because Harp do send me stuff for Christmas, but they're fucking stinking. They are stinking.
Harp, send it to me instead.
Send him. He's like,
send it to me, and I'll give you good reviews.
Absolutely leaping.
So we'll leave it here. Anyway, it's been a good chat for a good hour.
We're gonna follow it about the harp.
I don't want to be in disagreement over harp because I'm a firm lover of harp. I want harp. I'll tell you what, we'll do a quick trade. So you can have grenade bars and I'll have the harp.
Oh, perfect. Happy days, yeah. I'll meet you in like some dodgy wee back alley, bin hooking.
Wee case of harp and a wee box of protein bars.
Thanks very much.
And
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You've got, just want to just plug your wee...
Yeah, just your pink back. No, Get Your Pink Back is my new stand-up tour. It's on sale now at DionaDoherty.co.uk or any of the local venues. Like it's in the theatre. It's in like Mandela Hall in Belfast and like Million Forum in Derry, and I'm doing Liverpool and Glasgow and Edinburgh and London as well as Dublin and all the dates.
Powerful.
All the places up here. So if you go to my website, you can get it on my Instagram, Diona Doherty Comedy. There's links on there to all the different places.
You heard it. Get on, get your tickets, support the woman.
Yeah, if you don't go, my kids will starve. It's up to you.
Simple as that. They'll be eating Big Daddy burgers.